He looks a bit like a pit bull terrier. He looks a hard bloke, not the sort of bloke you want to mess about with.
Quite a funny person.
Really, he looks a bit like a mummy's boy, to be honest with you.
Possibly a bit stuck up, maybe.
He looks like a chef, I don't know why.
I can imagine she's quite intelligent.
He just looks too snooty for me. Looks a bit of a snob.
Athletic, quite intelligent, reasonably healthy. I think he could be quite a big challenge, actually.
Divorcee, couple of kids.
She looks a bit like a lesbian.
Marcus and Melvin are almost identical. Same age, similar looks, just one obvious difference. Marcus is 6'4" and Melvin's 5'2". But who looks more successful at work? First, tall man Marcus.
He's a lawyer, doctor, and their accountant.
I would say he's an executive who likes sports.
Probably earns maybe about $500,000 a year.
54, 58, probably close to 60 a year, 60,000.
I would say maybe 100,000 a year.
He looks like a tycoon.
Now short man Melvin.
He's little. Maybe a cook. He's like a cook.
I think he's a quiet guy, and he's not very happy. I think he's having a difficult situation right now.
I'd say he earns about an average income, nothing fancy, but enough to live on, yeah.
Minimum wage, I guess, 20,000 a year.
On average, they credited Melvin with a meager $20,000 income and Marcus with a whopping $220,000.
Oh, maar bier, bier! Ja! Ja, schrijf maar in hoor. Ik heb hartstikke dorst. Oh, niet zo snel joh.
Alsjeblieft.
Nou, dankjewel. Oh, en ik ben Rokers trouwens. En jij?
Chantal.
Aangenaam kennis te maken.
Ja, aangenaam.
Bier.
Vertel eens wat over jezelf.
Lekker tieten.
En wat doe je voor werk?
Wat is dat?
Nou, wat je elke dag meestal doet en waar je je geld mee verdient.
Ik heb mooi gewerkt.
En hoe ga je dit dan betalen?
Ik weet niet wie dit betaalt. Ik loop zo weg en dan zie ik het wel. Even een peukje roken. Ik heb echt al de hele tijd niet gerookt. Sorry, ik rook trouwens, dus dat je het weet.
Lees je wel eens wat er op die pakjes staat?
Ja, af en toe. Ja, ik eet rokers, dus ik moet wel rokers, hè. Dus het boeit me niet wat er op die pakjes staat.
Heb je ooit een relatie gehad met iemand waarmee je gedate hebt? Of niet?
Nee. Nou ja.
Oh. En waar kwam het aan, denk je?
Ze zijn soms ook wel een beetje asociaal.
Oh.
It's a big day for these three women. They're competing for a secretarial job starting Monday morning, and we've been allowed in to film their interviews. They've got 15 minutes each to prove their worth. Or have they? The candidates will be facing Judy Fisher, a recruitment consultant with 30 years' experience. We've given her this dial. This machine will make a trace of her thought processes. If Judy's impressed, she'll turn her dial up. That will produce a trace high on the screen. If she's underwhelmed, she'll turn it down and the trace will sink. Everything will be scrutinised by occupational psychologist Terry Kellard.
Bridget.
Hi.
Hello, I'm Judy Fisher. Thanks for coming along and being prepared to do this. We're going to talk first of all, Bridget, a little bit about what you've done and about what you're looking for. Then I'm going to tell you a bit more about the job and we can take it from there.
Great.
OK?
Yeah.
Bridget's been sitting down for just 12 seconds and said all of 5 words. But her trace has immediately gone up from an average reading of 0 to an impressive 56.
Let's just start with, I've got your CV here.
Clearly she's got a positive impression. That's the most important bit of the interview. That would have been based on what she looks like. She looks like a PA.
Yeah, I like that and I'm good at that and I'm efficient and fast and I do as much of making sure everything's in order as possible.
The trace remains high right till the end, finishing at nearly 100. Bridget's prospects look good.
Well, you seem very focused. I'm sure you will. You've done really well.
Thank you
Thanks
very
so
much. That's great. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Lucy, hello. I'm Judy Fisher. Thanks so much for coming along to see me. We're going to just talk a little bit about...
Lucy looks fine, so her trace starts slightly above average, but only just, and it doesn't last.
It was my favourite subject at school.
Listen to her voice. It's beginning to lack expression.
You were there for a couple of
She's
years.
licking her lips, signs of tension.
Long term, something...
At best, the trace is mediocre. At worst, it drops.
Interested in alternative health and nutrition, and one day I'd like to make my career out of that.
In what? Doing what? On what side of it?
Well, possibly working from home and perhaps in a clinic as well as a alternative health therapist and advisor.
Lucy's lifestyle ambitions don't impress. Her trace sinks from +30 to -30 in 20 seconds. But the next candidate's trace will sink like a stone.
Now this should be very interesting.
Shopping bags, an obvious mistake. But how quickly and dramatically will they affect her trace?
Valeria, hello. I'm Judy Fisher. Good to meet you. Thanks for coming in.
In 3 seconds, it's plummeted to a feeble -50. Neither Lucy nor Bridget ever sank that low.
I'm just going to talk a little bit about what you've done.
You notice that negative first impression. That's based on what she looked like. She's slightly overweight, carrying shopping bags, low levels of eye contact, and nothing positive has happened yet.
And on the creative side, you're keen cinema and theatre goer?
Yeah, very much so, very much.
What was the last thing you saw in the cinema?
I haven't been for ages, actually. What was the last thing I saw?
And what about your sort of attention to detail? Are you quite thorough?
Yeah, yeah.
Because you have got 3 spelling mistakes in your CV.
Do I?
Yes.
Unlike the other 2 candidates, Valeria was in fact an actress planted by us without Judy's knowledge.
I'd actually been told by Terry to fidget, to not look her in the eye, to not smile, and to move around in my chair quite a bit, and just be evasive in general.
Looking at the 3 graphs together, Valeria came a miserable 3rd behind Bridget first and Lucy second. But look closely at the first 5 seconds. The 3 women have already been ranked in order, and the order never alters.